Hey, greetings, fellow Battlefield Bad Company 2 gamers. This is Vamp9190, and just want to say hi. Welcome. This is part 2 of 6. Had a long gaming session one night and just started recording all the different games kind of back to back to back. I edited those down and basically ended up with 6 different parts, so this is part 2. I think a good portion of, well, some of the games I'm using this. This is the SVU Sniper Sky Short, the sniper rifle, and I'll touch on the stats real quick. So with just regular bullets, damage is 39, up close 28, max range, and what that means is for normal mode, you're gonna up close you'll kill in 2.5 rounds shots. On hardcore, you'll kill in 1.5, and then again regular normal gameplay. Max range on normal mode, you'll kill in 3.5, but then playing hardcore, you'll kill in 2.1 shots. Now, when we equip it with Magnum ammo, damage goes up to 48 up close and 35 max range. What that means is normal gameplay, you'll kill in just over 2, not I rounded, so 2.1, and then hardcore 1.25. This is with Magnum ammo. And then max range with Magnum on normal mode, you'll kill in 2.1 shots, and hardcore you'll kill in 1.71. Okay, so definitely a very versatile weapon. Rate of fire is, it's because it's semi-auto, so it's 240 rounds a minute, and reload is, if you're adding just more ammo, just over 2 seconds. If you're reloading from empty, 3.7. A kick has a 30 kick, so it's the same with all the sniper rifles. And then it does have a headshot multiplier of 2.1. 10 round magazine, and with the kick is you have those those arrows on the scope. You'll see I'm using actually the 12x, but those black arrows symbols, and those really just jump up when your recoil comes in, and so you just have to get used to letting the gun settle, and as it settles you just pop off another round as it comes back down onto your target. So just get used to that, and once you get used to it you can actually fire pretty quickly and stay on target. I'm trying to face off with this, I think it's an assault guy, but I could be wrong, maybe it's an engineer. And boy, he was just nailing me, and I was like, what am I gonna do? So I send on this mortar strike, and I got lucky, it took him out. So I was happy because I thought he was gonna definitely get me, which is weird because as a sniper, especially if you're at a longer range, you think you have an advantage, but sometimes you don't. It just depends, and that's another thing. Another tip is just know your weapon, know what sight you have on it. If you have a 12x scope, stay obviously a little bit further away, you're going to have an advantage. If you have a weapon with an iron sight, don't try and face off versus someone like a sniper. A sniper is going to be able to definitely zoom in and have a much better shot and much clearer shot than if you're using an iron sight and you're halfway across the map. So just be aware of that. I think the ACOG, the 4x scope, falls somewhere in between. You could definitely pick people off at really long distances with that, but up close it also is really good because you can quickly zoom in on a target and just line them up really well. So it's a very versatile sight. Red dot, I guess it has its place. I mean, you guys tell me what you think, but it's probably my least used sight is the red dot. I probably need to use it more here and there, but I don't know. It falls somewhere in between, and I don't know. I don't use it a lot, but that might just be me. So just tell me what you think. And by the way, I need to start off my videos saying this, but I always forget for some reason. So if you like this gameplay, I definitely have obviously other videos. Please do me a favor, rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for other gameplay videos. Looks like for some reason this I was lagging up this game. I don't know. I think it's my settings or something. I need to tweak them. But I really need to get a new video card. I have 2 older video cards, and I'm running them in SLI mode on a EVGA motherboard. I have an Intel quad-core chip, so an older one, but yeah, it's an okay system, but just the video cards are just outdated. Even though they're in SLI, they're older cards, and I play because I have a big monitor, so actually I play in 1920 by 1200 resolution, and so when I record fraps, it's at half frame, so it's not trying to do full frame recording, but still, while you're playing and you're trying at that resolution and you're trying to record, it just a lot of times it just and it depends on what server you're on and how fast the ping is and all that. So you guys know all that stuff. But the bottom line is sometimes I can play fine and record and it doesn't really slow me down, and other times all of a sudden just it'll slow to a crawl and I'll usually actually have to stop recording at that point because it just lags up or whatever. Then my frame rate jumps way up again and then I can start recording again. So it's just I just have to get a better card and have a faster setup, because it just it'll make it so much more fun and enjoyable and just easier. But for now, I mean, this will do for the moment. So back to the game. So I'm trying to move up here. That's another thing when you're sniping or when you're as a recon player. Don't be afraid to really get in the mix. Obviously I have I have the 12x scope, so you're at a little bit of a disadvantage if you're up close, just because when you zoom in, it's like you're almost too close. But you can definitely get into the fight. You don't have to hang back and camp. I try not to do that, but it I mean, I like sniping. It's pretty fun. Like you feel like you're in the back and you're hidden and you get to kind of zoom in and you're like, oh, he doesn't see me, and let me pick him off. So I jumped into the Bradley here, and I'm just trying to have some fun and get some easy kills and help my team basically too. Is like, if your team's getting crushed, you want to try and mix it up and make it hard for the other guys and make it challenging for the enemy. So of course my teammates don't cover my vehicle for me, and I get blown up by C4, so that sucks. But that's gonna happen. You can't avoid that. Be aware though. I mean, obviously, if you see on your radar, a guy's gonna come, you slam it into reverse, back up, or go forward, and then he's trying to run at the vehicle, and you can easily just pick him off or blast him. So keep that in mind. But I guess gameplay, or we blew up those MCOMs, so now we're trying to get to the last set. So we're running up the hill here. I should have had this guy. What happens here? Oh, I do get him. Okay. But yeah, but once you get used to this gun, it's pretty fun. At first, I thought it was real underpowered, and because it's silent, so it doesn't seem like it's giving you a good like bang. It's not like real strong like sounding and like all that. So but once you get used to it, it does do the job really well. Now I think what happened was here, I was getting owned and I was getting frustrated, so I grabbed the AN-94. Man, it's a great weapon, and I enjoy using it. And for all the people that say it's overpowered, I mean, it's just a great gun. So you could see I just got 2 quick kills there. I'm up in this guard tower. I know they're gonna see me pretty soon, so I just decided to just sit up here and see if I can just keep picking people off. But that's the other thing, is if you're in a spot that the enemy's going to find you relatively soon, don't sit up there all day. Get a couple kills and get out of there and reposition yourself. But I don't take my own advice, so I'm about to get taken out of here. But But no big deal. It was fun. I got up there and I was like, oh, cool. You know, they don't see me and all that. And then here comes obviously the helicopter. So I'm like, okay, let me jump on the 50 cal and try and blast them out of the sky. And then, as you saw, I just got whacked. So that was it. All right, so this clip's coming to an end. Thanks a lot. Part 3 will be coming up, and thanks.